I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Hey fam, this is Ronaldo J for RonaldoTV. Just wanted to tell you that I'm here on the campus of Morgan State University. Can you see the cupola in the background there? That's sort of the logo of the Morgan State University. And so when you see that, you know you're at Morgan, here in Baltimore. And I'm here today because little Ronaldo, my son, is here with a program called SEMA. SEMA is a program that is that has a STEM curriculum: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And it's a program that is for underrepresented minorities in the sciences. And today was a great day because what happens is we leave our children with these teachers here. It's free programs funded by NASA. And of course they accept donations and fundraisers because it's, especially with all the budget cuts and the things that are going on with the sequester, some difficulties that happen, but we still triumph. During the time when the children are in class learning about the sciences, they often have what we call the parent cafe. And in the parent cafe, they basically have a speaker. And the speaker is there to keep the parents involved, really. Really. I used to believe that was just a way to keep the parents on the campus so we don't leave our kids here as a babysitter on Saturdays. But it's legitimate. I mean, on the parent cafe, they brought in a speaker today. She's an indirect descendant of Benjamin Banneker. Interesting information for me because, Benjamin Banneker, one of the first African Americans in the sciences. First of all, he was born in 1731, I believe, a year before George Washington. Can you imagine a black man in the 1700s, born free? Apparently something like his mother was an indentured servant from England. She in turn married an African slave who was freed. So then a daughter, in turn married another freed enslaved African, which then gave birth to Benjamin Banneker. So Benjamin Banneker was a free black man in the 1700s. It just causes me to think about achievement in general because of what he accomplished. I mean, this man he wrote an almanac. He wrote one of the first almanacs for farmers. And basically what that does is it helps farmers to know when to plant crops, when to cultivate. He had something called, I believe it was called an ephemeris, which allowed him to look at the stars and determine how to plant, when to plant, and tell other planters, other agriculturalists what to do with their crops. I just thought that was awesome. Not only that, but this brother actually was a part of a group of men that laid out the plans for Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States of America. He was a part of the group that actually did that. And then also, this man had the audacity, the gall, the unmitigated gall to actually write a letter to then Secretary of State Thomas Jefferson and explain to him, basically, man, I don't think it's right that you enslaving my people. Jefferson actually wrote back, I agree with you. Even though I have slaves of my own, if a black man in the 1700s can learn to read, can learn to write, can become a surveyor, can plan out the nation's capital, that tells me that we can do better today. We need our children to do better. Because whenever I come to an event like this, it always causes me to think about achievement and how, being an achiever is one of the things that we often neglect. Oftentimes we let the malaise set in, so lazy bones, them dry bones. We let that laziness set in, and sometimes we forget about some of the accomplishments that happened. And he was an astrologer. I mean, you imagine a black man, back in the 1700s. just to be alive at that time causes me to think, man, you know what, how much more we could achieve with the advantages that we have with technology, with YouTube, with Facebook, Twitter, and all the things and all the connectedness that the opportunities that we have. You know, there's a lot of geniuses. There's a lot of geniuses, whether it's, like I said, whether it's a black thing, whether it's an American thing, it doesn't really matter. But especially for our young black youth, parents, we need to continue to keep, as Jesse would say, keep hope alive, keep hope alive. But we need to continue to keep our children motivated, because at this juncture, I mean, especially with young kids, my son is 6, almost about to be 7. And it's hard for them to want to stay motivated unless we're motivated as a parent. If I'm motivated, then my son wants to be a little more motivated. If my wife is showing interest, then my son wants to be interested because, oh wow, mommy and daddy are doing it. So anyway, it was a good session. It was good to learn. I didn't feel like I was trapped. I could have left if I wanted to, but the woman, her name was Gwen Marable, I believe. She was very entertaining. Beautiful woman at 80 years old. And I'm giving a shout out to the Benjamin Banneker Museum here in the state of Maryland. So if you're not local, if you're somewhere abroad, you know, please excuse it. You know, in this day and age, because we need the help. And, you know, this country's going to need some taxpayers in the future, and my son better be making that cheese as a scientist or as an engineer. So I just wanted to say, man, you know, coming to something like this inspires me and encourages me as a dad, and it helps me to motivate, hopefully motivate my son to do well. I just wanted to drop that 2 cents in before I got off the campus for the day. So anyway, this was Ronaldo J from RonaldoTV. Thanks a lot for listening. Have a great day. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Think about it every night and day. Spread my wings